here we are right now. Let's come together right now. Flow with, grow with, levitate with Tate. It's time to rewind, unwind, divine tap in with the Oracle 8.
Hello everyone and welcome back, and thank you so much for tuning back in. Why I levitate with the Oracle 8 and give you an answer. So my name is Tate, and today we're going to ask the question, how can I show up better for my partner? Okay, so this is a love reading, and this is for people who have a partner, obviously. So if you're singles, I'm sorry, there will be singles only readings as well. But today I'm going to be doing how I can better show up for my partner. So I have 3 piles here. The first pile is carnelian right here. It's very pretty. Let's see if I can, look, it's like sparkly and like it has like different colors in it. Okay, next is citrine, one of my favorites. Absolutely amazing stone. The last one, also a beauty, is a garnet. You can get the light right on it. It's very pretty, like red hues. All right, so I'm gonna tap in, tune on, ask the Oracle 8 to help guide me through this tarot reading so we can get you an answer about how you can show up better for your partner. All right, thanks, lovebirds. I also wanted to remind you that I will be doing 14 live readings on YouTube and Instagram on the first 14 days of February to celebrate Valentine's Day. Love, you can love your neighbor, okay? Love is love. I love love. I'm not in a partnership, and I love loving everybody, okay? Because that's truly what will heal this world. That energy will heal everything, okay? So that will start off our reading. I did want to mention, please like, share, subscribe. I'll be doing love readings like once a week, health readings once a week, yes or no questions once a week. And I have started a list of people that are liking and sharing and subscribing. As the first 100, I'm going to give away a tarot reading, a question of their choice. It's going to be a 20-minute recorded video. I'll send a link so they can access it anytime. Those are the same tarot readings that I sell, okay? So go ahead and like, share, subscribe. There is no limit to the amount of times that you can enter. So I'm really excited to give away my first one here coming up very soon. Again, thank you so very much for tuning in. The timestamps should be down below. If you have any recommendations or anything, please let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you at your reading. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Everyone who chose pile number 1 in the carnelian. I'm going to go ahead and pull a few cards from the Tarot de Marseille. I was thinking about possibly doing a Gypsy witch reading, because those are really easy for love readings for me. And but we'll see how the first part goes. I might do it, grab a few cards, and then go to the Gypsy witch. Okay. Please. Oh, that one needs to come out. And this one. All right. So I think that's what I am going to do. I'm going to read your tarot cards. This one wants to come out too. Okay, and then I'm going to maybe read the Gypsy witch to see what is in between you guys. Okay. So we'll start here. Okay, so we got the carnelian. The 8 of Pentacles. I don't know if that was... I always take the first card. It doesn't do reversals because that's the indicator. But this one, I'll make sure that they were flipped over the right way. Okay, let's see. How are you showing up for your partner? Okay, can we get that in there? All right. So, the question is, how can I show up better for my partner? But I'm just going to be honest about what I see throughout the whole reading. Because that's how I am. I'm an honest person and tarot reader. So let's start with the rock, which is the Kennylian. That's a beautiful rock. I love this rock. Okay, that provides courage and creativity. And it's associated with rebirth and eternal life, and it brings protection from bad thoughts and brings inner peace. So it helps relieve anxiety and spiritual growth. The indicating card here, it can indicate that your relationship may need some work, or at least that you feel like it might need work. And you've been having a hard time balancing either work and love, or balancing the relationship. So maybe recently you were surprised by your partner, even if you have years of commitment and dedication. Even after all the effort you've put forth, you feel like it still needs work. There's something going on that needs work. And the King of Swords in reverse. So I'm going to say what I see in relationships, and you can take it as either you or your partner, because I think there's probably a mixture of people here, as far as like the partner is being one way and you're being the other way. But I'm just going to say the partner is being that way. But if it's you, then you need to reevaluate yourself, and look deep within yourself too. Okay. So someone's being too serious or uptight. Maybe even you need to loosen up, or you feel like your partner needs to loosen up. But you need to be discerning if like this has to do with abuse or manipulation at all, because that isn't in this card. If you're being that way, or your partner. The King of Swords in reverse indicates that you may be having like trouble coming up with a strategy or a plan for the relationship. The King of Swords is like a mental card. So maybe you're losing your head, or someone is trying to control your head. But it also indicates you need to use your head when it comes to this relationship. So keep your cool and make sure you're distancing yourself if it's harmful at the time. You need to protect yourself. Then we also have the Page of Coins in reverse here, or the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And that can indicate like a lack of communication, or a lack of responsibility for the relationship, a lack of responsibility to take control of your emotions. It can indicate that you need to communicate clearly without your emotions getting in the way, or that someone in the relationship is giving you more than the other party maybe. So you need to ask yourself if your partner's moodiness is because perhaps of dishonest or disloyal nature, either on your part or his part, okay? So beware and take a moment to determine if your relationship's worth being rebuilt. If it's him being dishonest, you need to put yourself first, okay? If you're being dishonest, I don't even know why you came to this reading. Just be honest. Honesty is the easiest thing. I know it sounds, but it is. Once you start being honest, it makes life incredibly easy, because if you just go straight to the answer, sometimes it's hard, but at least it's a lot easier than lying. I'll be honest with you. Okay, and then the Three of Cups in reverse is the call to like reevaluate the relationship. Okay, because the relationship could have been wonderful. It could have began wonderfully, as just as many do. But there might be outside sabotage. Maybe someone's trying to steal your partner, or too much work, or somehow your partner has their attention on other things, and that has caused them to lose interest or focus in your direction as far as the relationship goes. And this has left you maybe feeling hopeless and trying to do whatever you can to sabotage, or not sabotage, to mend the relationship. Okay, but however, you need to take measures to take some space away from the relationship and re-examine it. And if you feel like it's worth it, then make sure you're listening to your gut and not your head or your heart, okay? Because your head can get, it can go both ways sometimes, and you get really confused. And your heart, love is blind, okay? Listen to your gut. If your gut is telling you it's a bad relationship, it's a bad relationship, and it might hurt your heart, and it might not make sense in your head. But your gut is where it's at, okay? And then we got the Empress reversed. Okay. So this is an indication that the imbalance is within power in the relationship. There's a power imbalance. Like someone is potentially controlling or manipulative. Okay. And somebody has neglected the relationship to do like other romantic connections, like I said, or something else, and you may not be valuing yourself enough in this relationship. So your partner might not even be emotionally available to you. So the Empress in reverse has a message that you may be focusing too much on the relationship, okay? Examine if you are allowing yourself to be mistreated, and if you are, then you need to step back and put yourself first and lay down the boundaries and seek support, okay? But if it's the other way, you need to openly communicate with your partner if you are having all these issues here, okay? So that's, I know it says, what can I do for my relationship? That's why I'm going to go ahead and do the Gypsy Witch here. But as far as this part goes, I think that you might be putting too much energy into the relationship. And I hate to break it to you, but the partner, if this, it's either you or him, okay? So somebody in the relationship is not interested anymore, has their attention elsewhere, and the other person is having too much attention in the relationship, which has created a really large imbalance in the energetic flow of the relationship, making it even worse. So I think you really do need to step back and reevaluate, is this relationship worth mending? If you think it is worth mending, then you need to openly communicate with your partner, okay? But I encourage anyone who is experiencing, and this is a general reading, so there's probably a little bit of everybody here. But anyone experiencing any sort of emotional abuse, physical abuse, get out of there. I know you're having a hard time with the plan, maybe, but there will be, call the domestic help hotline and get some help and get out of there if you need to. Okay, so just get some support. Okay, but anyways, that's for a few. I'm going to ask the Gypsy Witch to tell me about what's standing in between you or what you can do in partnership, okay? So if it is you that is the one that's being dishonest and putting their attention elsewhere, maybe working too much, I really hope you didn't have, infidelity, but if you did, you need to be honest and communicate honestly, okay? But if it's the other way around, then you need to take an honest approach and say, you need to put yourself first and don't let yourself be treated better. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna try to find you guys in this. So when it's a love reading, I kind of keep going until I find one of you. So just give me a second. Oh, I guess you can. Okay, there you are. All right, let's see what stands between you. All right. Oh, a joke. A big extra joke. Okay. And then more. Oh, well, that was just short and sweet here. Okay. So it looks like, there's obviously a turbulent married life. Okay. And you guys could have the potential for fulfillment. Okay, but there's something huge standing in the way. I mean, the only thing that is standing in the middle between this man and this woman here is a big extra joke and a bride. Okay, so either this indicates that there's literally a third person, or that is in between you guys, or that your relationship is literally a joke, or could indicate that there is, you know, some definitely negative energy and some turbulence between the two of you right now, and that you need to communicate. Okay, so that's pretty much exactly what the tarot card said. Okay, so open communication, that's how you can show up. Whether or not it's you or him, you can openly communicate what your feelings are. Don't overly obsess about any man. If someone is treating you bad, make sure that you are not bending over backwards for him. Because, girl, you can find somebody to bend over backwards for you. Do you understand? Okay. And I said girl, but I meant like anyone who's watching this. Okay. Man or woman. You deserve somebody who is willing to communicate. And if they aren't willing to communicate, then you need to reevaluate your relationship. Okay? All right, that's what I got for you, pile 1. I appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I have a giveaway going that every 100 like, share, subscribes, I put in their name once I get a notification that I've got one of those, and I put them into a spreadsheet, and then I'm going to put it into one of those pick a number software, or even online. You can just go pick a number, and then we'll get a free 20-minute tarot personalized tarot reading for the winner. All right, so I hope that resonated. Please put a comment down below. I want to know what the extra joker means for you, but you know that's what the joker's there for, because you know what the joke is. All right, I'll see you next time. All right, hello, pile 2. Everyone who chose the citrine. How can I better show up for my partner is the question. We're going to be asking spirit guides, angels, oracle aid. What is a way that I can better show up for my partner? Okay, and we're just going to grab like 4 from the Tarot de Marseille, and we're going to use the one that's on the table, which is the Light Seers Tarot, as an indicating point. Okay, and then I might do a Gypsy Witch to see for y'all, some clarification if I need it. Last time, it really pretty much said in pile 1 exactly what I was saying, so I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Okay, here's 1, 2, and 3. All right, and so I do this, so I'll make sure that they are the indicating cards, though I never do in reverse, because that's the indicating card. That's how I read. Okay, everything else I do in reverse. Okay, so how can I show up better for my partner? How can I better show up for my partner? All right, so I am really glad that this energy came up, because it's a whole different energy compared to pile 1. And what I failed to mention is, if there's a pile that doesn't feel right to you, check out a different pile, because this pile is a whole different energy here. It's a lot nicer than pile 1, so that's good. Because this looks like a really good relationship. But anyway, so let me go over everything. So the citrine, I'm sorry, I have pen all over me, symbolizes abundance, prosperity, and success. And it's associated with the solar plexus chakra. So it contains this really sunny energy. So it's said that it helps overcome any obstacle. And it is a merchant stone that is said to bring good luck and has healing effects, especially for like depression, any negative energy. And it really helps with problems like with the liver, spleen, digestive system, bladder. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles, he is like the knight in shining armor, okay? And he represents a strong, stable, and committed relationship. So that's what I believe that this pile 2 has, is a really strong, committed relationship. He's reliable, supportive, attentive to practical aspects of the relationship. And it can represent a time to like shed old habits. See how he's letting these go here? So the only thing I see is that maybe the relationship's too stable and there's a tendency to not take risks. And but I do think it indicates that both you and your partner are willing to work on your long-term relationship goals, which is good, and you have an open and honest relationship. So the 7 of Cups reversed indicates like a need to cut out confusion and any illusions. So the 7 of Cups reverse indicates or demonstrates a need to face realities of life. It can indicate that someone is unable to compromise or is stubborn. And it's important to remain focused on the relationship and not get distracted by others' want from the relationship. It's important to concentrate on what you want. And maybe you are seeking through this tarot reading because you are feeling unclear or stagnant and you just want a little bit of understanding about that feeling. Because the Knight of Pentacles is about embracing self-worth, and it represents peace and protection in a connection, okay? So I think this connection is secure, and it provides you with a lot of independence and support to achieve your ambitions and dreams. Sometimes this can indicate a time that your relationship, it's time for your relationship like to enjoy the fruits of your labor, enjoy your rewards, enjoy all your hard work, because this card can indicate like the next step up in your relationship, okay? Maybe indicate an expanding family for some of you. The Temperance also signifies like our harmonious and balanced relationship. Like both partners are able to meet in the middle and compromise and bring out the best in each other, okay? Like a healthy soulmate bond. And if there are any challenges, the Temperance encourages just open communication. She really symbolizes a positive merging of like 2 different personalities, and you both have what it takes to maintain a healthy relationship. So overall, I think that maybe you are just reaching this place in your relationship where you know everything's so great. Sometimes we wonder, why is everything so great when it is? So it looks like you have a really good relationship. Both of you are willing to work on it. So since I got a really clear message that this is a good 2-sided relationship, everyone seems to be treating everyone with respect that they deserve. You know, they support each other. Maybe some of us are not willing to take risks as far as what the other person wants. They're a little stubborn, and maybe that's the message for you, is that you have to be willing to compromise sometimes. Even it seems like you guys are really good at compromising, but sometimes that can lead to, you know, like if you're not willing to always allow your partner to win, sometimes you gotta let other people win. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna do a Gypsy Witch reading, and I'm just gonna pull until I'm gonna start shuffling. So maybe we can get a clearer answer to our question. So, Spirit guides, please, please, please. How can I show up better for my partner? So, I mean, this looks like a really good relationship, and I think that everyone's willing to work for it. So I do think open communication is the only thing that maybe it looks like you communicate great. So maybe it's just that you don't know, like you have a feeling, you just have this inkling. Maybe you're bored. Maybe you feel like, what can I do to bring some spark back into my life? Okay, so I'm just going to start pulling cards right here until I get to one of you. And once I get to one of you, then we'll start seeing what's in between you guys. I'm going to shuffle the rest of these one more time. For some reason, I feel called to do that. Okay, one more time. Okay. Okay. Here you are. Okay, now let's see what we got in between you guys. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. No way. All right. I really just think this is a great match. Like, you and your partner don't really have anything in between you. I think you're both showing up great. Like, I feel like if there's a little bit of stubbornness or willingness not to take risks, I think that's the only thing I see in this reading. I mean, everyone's mature enough, open enough, loving enough, committed to this relationship. It's a mature relationship that can grow and blossom, and you can experience great many things together. Okay, so I think that maybe some of you may have tried to find something out to. Maybe you just need to go on an adventure, go do something fun with your spouse. I'm sure you do that all the time, but you know, you guys have a good relationship. Be openly and honest, and if you have any issues, you know, if this doesn't sound like your pile, go check another pile, okay? But this relationship is great, and you should count yourself lucky to be so close without many obstacles in between you guys. Okay? Well, I really appreciate everyone that tuned in for pile number 2, the citrine. You know, the citrine, it helps. I noticed that with the citrine, it has solar plexus energy, so maybe risks in the bedroom, you know, like willingness to experiment. It may be in the bedroom for some of you, and not all of you. Okay, so take what resonates. You don't have to take the whole shebang. Okay, but I think that you are showing up great for your partner. I think your partner's showing up good for you. What you can do better is just keep loving them, man. Keep appreciating them. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone who chose pile 3, the garnet. How can I better show up for my partner? Thank you for tuning in with Levitate with Tate. I'm going to start shuffling. So I'm going to be talking while I'm shuffling. I'm going to be pulling a few of these tarot cards from the tarot themselves to ask how you can be showing up better for your partner. Okay, we'll take a few of those and then get what that tarot spread message is. Okay, and then I am going to be possibly giving you a Gypsy read fortune to see if there are anything else in between you. Okay, the pile 1 and pile 2 were totally different energies, so I forget to mention that if it doesn't feel like your pile, you know, please choose another pile, because those 2 piles are totally different from each other. So I'm assuming this one will be too. Okay, so let's get our spread here. We got the garnet. And my indicator card, I never read reversed. So Page of Wands. It kind of gives me an idea, but I do read reversed. So I'm just gonna flip it so it doesn't get turned over. Oh, okay. So let's see here. How can I show that better for my partner? All right, so I'm just gonna be straightforward with everyone, but we'll go step by step with everything means. So how can I show up better for my partner? So the garnet is related to, passionate love. It was worn, and it's had plenty of meanings in royalty. Okay, it boosts energy, it revitalizes, and it promotes love and a sense of life force. So it kind of brings in an emotional balance, and it alleviates negativity, and it promotes inner harmony. So wearing garnet can enhance self-esteem and encourage a positive outlook. So garnet is January's birthstone, which right now we're in January, but maybe that's a sign for somebody. So the Page of Wands here. Got the Page of Wands twice here, but one's upside down. Okay. But it indicates that you might receive good news on a romantic partnership. Or that there may be a wave of passion or playfulness. But if you are feeling unhappy or questioning your relationship, it suggests that you might need to make a change. Okay, both you and your partner love adventure, and maybe trying things or trying things a different way is needed for this relationship. I think you might be able to show up better by doing things differently. So maybe you might be surprised how beneficial it is to do things in a different way. Okay, next we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so it's talking about a fulfillment of deeper love, but she also reminds us not to be too clingy or be too dependent on others. So don't wear yourself out, and make sure that you have healthy boundaries so someone else isn't too dependent or too clingy on you. You might have a lot of admirers, and you have wonderfully compassionate traits. So you might be an overgiver, but maybe you've been daydreaming about this relationship and not putting yourself first, putting the relationship first. So you need to be open and honest with yourself, and give love to yourself first, because you're not going to be able to have a good, positive relationship. You're not going to be able to show up better for the relationship if you're not showing up good for you. Okay, so this is like the Jack of Coins, the Valet del Dia in reverse. And it's kind of like a sign of rejection or loneliness, or spending too much time. I think in this case, you're spending too much time thinking about the relationship, and there's like this imbalance where it could harm the relationships, because you might be focusing more on the short-term pleasures instead of the long-term, what the relationship needs long-term. So you might need to take a break from your regular routine and refocus like on reality. And maybe you're overdoing it, spending too much time and energy thinking about the relationship. So you may be sitting at home and not experiencing the world, just sitting there and thinking about the relationship. And there might be like so much pressure on this relationship that it's not making you happy. Okay, it's causing negative energy and like a huge imbalance. So maybe you're putting this pressure on yourself. I know that I went through this time. This gives me the same kind of energy about wanting to please my partner so much in bed that I was not willing to even think about long term. Like, yeah, I need to go to work. It doesn't matter if that's what he wants right now. Like that, it was such a bad, I was in a bad spot. I'm not like that anymore. That was like when I was in my 20s. Okay, but it gives me that energy that you're willing to sacrifice other parts of your life just to make sure that your partner is pleased. So maybe you're attempting to enjoy the physical parts of the relationship more even than the other parts. Like the other parts need to be focused on too. Like intimacy is not just sexual, okay? You can be intimate with your partner when you have a deep conversation, when you have fun, when you bond with them by having fun on something that's not sexual. Okay, you might be bored even because you're focusing so much on this relationship that you have nothing else going on. Okay, so you're lacking momentum in other areas of your life because you're relying on your partner to fix it. You're waiting at home just for your partner to get home so that you can like somehow fill your cup with him. That's not how it works. You got to fill your cup first. Okay, so I think you can better show up for this relationship by letting it go a little bit and giving it some space and focusing on yourself first. Because I think if you're able to show up in your most authentic energy and care about yourself and love yourself first, that person's going to be more likely to want to love you. Okay, because you're loving yourself, you're giving yourself that energy. Okay, but I'm going to pull some Gypsy Witch cards to see what's standing in between you and him right now, so that you can better look at the obstacles that you have, or what kind of energy. All right, Oracle, spirits, guys, please give me an idea of how we can show up better in this relationship, please. All right, and if you're new to Gypsy Witch, I pull until I see one of you. This is when I do my relationship readings, and then I keep going until I see the other one to see what's going on between you guys. Okay, but right now it looks like there's an imbalance in the relationship. You are focusing solely on the relationship. Like, that's the only thing that's going to make you happy, is if your partner is happy. But if you can't even make yourself happy outside of your partnership, then no one's going to be happy. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Maybe another one after that. Just want to make sure it's nice and... Alright, one more. Sorry, that's what they told me. Okay, whoops. Okay, that should be good. I'm going to keep going until I see you. Okay, let's see what's between you here. Okay, let's see all the cards. Okay, so it looks like you guys have a lot of passion. There's a lot of flirtatious, gentle energy between you, which is beautiful. There's a lot of great energy. You know, I think there's some loyal energy too. You guys have a lot of, you know, you can build a strong future, create a wealthy, tangible situation. You know, you honor each other. There's love and good fortune. But I think there might be a fear of loss. You might have a fear of loss that is preventing you from just allowing yourself to live in your authenticity with the relationship. That you, like, it could even lead to quarrels, okay? As I do see that there's a lot of love between the two of you, and that there might be even a happy family life going on, okay? But we need to discover a passion for ourselves and celebrate ourselves and focus on what our individual person needs so that we're able to provide for ourselves before we're giving others energy. Because even though we're loyal and we would do anything for anybody, or especially our mate, okay, that doesn't mean giving up. You're giving up things, you know, or preventing yourself from having, you know, a stable life outside of your relationship, okay? And I think that holding on too tight and relying on your other partner to make yourself happy is gonna end up hurting the relationship, okay? A good, healthy relationship is one that's allowed to grow, and the people are allowed to be individuals, and there's no sense of obligation from the other person. There's no sense of, you know, I need this from you. Expectations is what I'm looking for. The expectations kill a relationship. Okay, so imagine him coming home to someone. It's like a cat and a dog. This is what it's like, having a cat and a dog. When you come home, your dog is all over you. Like, even if it's only been 10 minutes. You've got to be more like a cat in the relationship and just be what you're doing. Well, you're home, cool, awesome. Okay, that is a whole different energy between the two of those. Okay, when you're a dog and you're pouncing all over the person when they come home, it can be overwhelming for that person. Versus when the person's come home, they're allowed to unwind from the day. Then they're going to seek out looking for that cat. Okay, and that's a whole different, that's the kind of relationship you want. You want to be in that open relationship, not an open relationship where you have not a like polygamous relationship, but I'm talking about like where you're open to be who you truly are, because that's the only kind of relationship you want in a committed relationship. Okay, be who you truly are. Enjoy life. Have something else besides just your relationship going for you. And that's how I think you can better your relationship, is by bettering yourself. Focus on your hobbies. Get your work done. Make sure you have a job that you enjoy, so that you can also be there and compassionate queen for him. Okay? Because you can't be the compassionate queen for him when you're so focused on him. That doesn't even give him enough time to need compassion. Okay? Well, I hope this helps, pile 3, how you can show up better for your partner. Okay? I'll be doing love readings like once a week. So make sure to subscribe, like, share, comment. You're going to get entered into a giveaway if you do any of those actions. There's no limit for a free tarot reading. I also sell the personalized tarot readings, which are linked in the description. If you have any questions, make sure to email me. And thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.